Okay, that was kukulkan. It's a little instrument that from Mexico that you blow into the top and it actually creates a wind sound. But the face is kukulkan, the Mayan god of creation. So just wanted to talk about something real quick. And I put a post out there on Facebook about it. You know, I know I'm out here for a reason. I explained this in other videos, I guess. I didn't know at first. When I was pushed out of my center, I wasn't just pushed out of my center by landlady and the woman upstairs who didn't like me, who moved in and didn't thought I was making too much noise. But also my spirit guides. I'm meant to be here right now, even though it sucks and I complain about it all the time. And I'm trying to show people. But the thing is, I'm not complaining about it in the sense where, I'm just pull up your big boy pants and deal with this. Like, I'm complaining about it because it is something that the poverty class has to go through. That most people that I know, when I had the business and I was dating my girlfriend and we had the house and Neptune together, and most people were like, upper poor class or middle class, some woman said to me, well, we have to really try to get out of here. We have to get out of this place. Try our best to get out of here. It's like, I'm trying my best to get out of here. But at the same time, it's like, I have to be here right now because you can't really feel and talk about and express what something is, at least in my case, unless I experience it. I could be living in a $1,200 apartment, not that I can really afford it, but whatever, or sharing a house or a room or an apartment with somebody, or have the car still, have everything going the way I was going before, and try to write about this, and try to talk about it, and try to express it in music and art, and even doing the activation sequences for the starseeds. Those are all based on what I'm feeling here and what I'm expressing here. That's what a lot of people don't understand when they watch my videos and then they see my comments and they see that I got beat up and I got mugged and I got, all these things happen to me out here. It's like, oh, we have to run away from that place. It's no good. It's like, yeah, but if I run away from this place, it doesn't mean the place is going to disappear. It's still going to be here. So my purpose right now is for a few things, is to expose and express the true understanding of poverty class. And again, I want to repeat, there's another one I repeat. If your foot was diseased, right, and you said, oh, it's going to take care of itself, and then it goes up to your leg, and all of a sudden your leg, and then both your legs are diseased, and then this is the reality of it. And then it goes all the way up to your body, and you're like, oh wow, this is all diseased now, but your head's still good, and you're like, well, as long as the head's still good, it should be fine. It'll take care of itself. We'll donate a little bit of money to the rest of the body and see if it gets better. You wouldn't do it to your own body, but you do it to the human civilization, the collective consciousness and the human civilization that exists now. That's what I mean. You can't feel what these people are feeling here. When you call somebody a drug addict, or when you call somebody homeless, or you get a job, you super slob. When you do stuff like that, you're not really understanding what it is to be on the other side, and that is a karmic bond, because that's why karma exists, because you have to understand what's on this side. So if you don't understand it being on this side, then next lifetime you would be over there and experiencing it there. So you'd understand both sides. But then if you don't understand how doing that is important, then you just go back and forth being, the abused and the abuser, the abused and the abuser. So that's what I'm trying to express, and also the fact that it's like, well, I'm homeless, right? The only thing I'm really asking of people right now is to provide me some donations, so I can stay out here. I mix my art with my music, sometimes with other people's music, my dancing, my tribal dancing, my light art, my starseed activation sequences. All these things that are going through me, I'm doing because I'm out here. I am 100% creative right now. I couldn't do that being anywhere else that you want me to be. In your case, it's like, most people that really don't understand what they're doing. Well, you should seek help for your delusions and all these things, or you should go to rehab and say, yeah, so then I can become a productive member of society. Again, the thing that you want me to be is a productive member of society, of the society that's enslaving me, right? Of the society, or in other words, be a slave to a caste system created by the wealth class that is enslaving this entire civilization by way of money. Isn't it? Oh, it's just my beard. By way of money, in the monetary system that puts money over human and planetary life. Puts a monetary system, but something that is not intrinsically, either human or organic part of this planet. Take that, and don't ever think that just because something was created, everything is created by God. No, some things are created by the lower energies, and and what you consider Satan. And that's what money is. It's not a tool to help humanity. It's a tool to enslave humanity, and enslaves humanity by way of the wealth class. Right? So that's what I'm trying to express, and I'm trying to show people, if you walk away, if everybody just walked away and we all came together and decided let's make the best solution. You know what the best solution is? The one with no monetary value, no money. Take it out, and I bet you're going to come up with the best solution. Nothing else in the universe needs your monetary system to get the best solution, doesn't it? It comes up with it automatically through its own DNA. And that's what we would be as a society. That's what private cultures were. That's what I'm trying to let people understand. And when you look at me, you go, well, you should just get yourself together and get a house again, and get a car and an apartment, and you can come drumming for us again, and you can do the sound healing for us again. It's like, I healed a lot of people in my life, right? Especially in the last 8 years that I was a sound healer. The sound healing that I did, though, was mostly for upper poverty class. You want to call it upper, high level, or middle class. I never had. Though those people go to like really expensive ones in the city. But so I was healing mostly people what I was doing, I was telling people, ignore the things that are happening out there, right? And instead focus within, find that peace and balance within, ignoring everything around you, and then you can from you yourself will then connect with your higher self. The problem with this is these are all middle class people ignoring the fact that there's poverty around and that they're not doing anything about it. After a while, my own body started to feel not right doing it, and then my spirit guide says, "Yeah, you're right. You got to stop doing this because you know what? You're telling people not to worry about the things they should be worrying about, and not so much worrying about changing, because the thing is, if you ignore something, then it doesn't need to be changed, and you're in default. Default is what? The wealth class enslaving the civilization. So when you sit down and meditate and forget about all the things around you, and if you're not, you could do that if you're an activist. You have to get rid of some of the stuff you have on you. But if you're doing that to ignore everything around you and then just watch TV and go to work and say, hey, my life is wonderful, la la la, you're ignoring the fact that your foot is diseased and it's going to go to your leg, and eventually it's going to be all your body except your head, which is what it is now. The head does not control the body. The head the brain might bring it in certain places, but if the head starts only thinking about itself, then the whole body dies, and eventually the head dies too. If the head says, okay, what's DNA? What's the body supposed to do? And let's the natural balance and the natural order of the universe, connect with it and do what it needs to do. The body does not take orders from you, maybe to move, but not to become, not to be your hand. That is what you need to tap into. And when you start thinking about it as a few people make a lot of money and become wealthy too, and then the rest of us will just be like slaves to them. It's like, that's okay. When you think that way, then you're letting the body die. You're not letting the natural order. That's what I mean. The universe, nothing else on the universe uses a monetary system. It doesn't need to. It doesn't need to be able to go to school to learn what it is. It knows what it is. That's what the human body needed to do. That's what the human conscience, the human soul needed to learn to do within this body to ascend. And it still hasn't. All for The bottom line is that all for wealth class is making a whole shitload of money, living a whole lot better, the 1% than the rest of the 99% of this planet. Excuse me, the inhabitants, the human inhabitants of this planet. So my thing is that, if you want to help me, don't tell me to go to a rehab and let me get some help, or don't send me links to social services things that are bullshit and that don't apply to me, and we'll and then collecting my email address and my phone number and then sending me fucking junk mail all the time, and the other thing. If you can donate some money, that's what I need every day, so I don't have to go back to that. And when I don't go back to that, I'm able to create everything that I'm creating. If you don't like it, okay, go back. If you happen to like the stuff that I'm doing, but a lot of people just ignore me, period, because they think I'm just crazy. What I'm doing is specifically requested of me, of my creator and your creator. If you believe in a creator. If you don't believe that, well, listen really well. She is probably requesting it of you too, but listening. Walk away from the system that's enslaving you. Instead, build one that's right. One that's right is going to be one that's, everyone's taken care of. Like I said to people, if you're going to donate it if you're going to donate to a children's hospital, understand that the money goes through this bureaucracy, this corporate bureaucracy that sucks up all the money, and then all of a sudden you have a fraction of that money going to the actual cause. That's when but 100% goes. No, you say it's 100%, but it's not. It's 100% only the finalized 100% after this, because we have to pay our employees. It's all the same. You think donating to that is better than to trying to donate to somebody that's trying to create, and other people out there that are trying to create a free existence for every child born from birth to death? Giving them a free existence, helping them, do not profit, do not compete. If you want to compete in sports, that's fine, but other than that, as in life, human beings competing is stupid as two human beings banging their heads against the wall together. It's like, boom, boom, let's see, boom, doo, doo, doo. This is good, right? Yeah, the civilization is advancing. It's not. Your head's getting all broken up, and you think that's somehow important and good for you, but the bottom line is that you're not evolving as a civilization, because give that child free and then you'll see. Then you don't have to worry about children's hospital. You don't have to donate to children. Nobody has to donate to anything, because everything will be at the level of children's hospital. Actually, even better, you probably find the cure for every disease out there really in no time if there was no price tag on finding the cure. Get it? And the best solution is the one that has no monetary value. The only solution is the only one that has no monetary value to it. Everything else is nothing else in the universe. Nothing. No, you can't say anything else in the universe is a mistake, right? Is it using any money? Yeah. You know why it's not a mistake? Because it's not using any money. You're a mistake because you're using money still. And now I need to use it because that's the only way that I can get this out and survive and do the things that I have to do to get to this point. I'm not asking for big money. I'm asking. I healed a lot of people. If you're one of the people that I healed, I helped a lot of people. If you're one of the people that I helped, if you like what I'm saying, donate some little bit of money, maybe $10. If I don't give a shit what it is, as long as it's something that I can use, so I can stay here, and I can give you a whole list of things that I spend my money on. It's pretty expensive living out here without anything really. Batteries, food, things you need garbage bags, things that you need out here, and plus the things that are giving me the aspiration to keep on going. Because you know what? Sometimes I'm real fucking tired. Sometimes I say, maybe I should just go down to like some place really cheap to live and then live there and then until I die. It's like, yeah, but that's not my purpose, man. My purpose is to do this, and I'm doing this, but I can't do it. Sometimes I find myself at the point where I'm literally scraping pennies off looking through everywhere to see any pennies. I have enough money to do anything, to get a banana for 15 cents. And then sometimes I have a little more that people give me. Thank you, I appreciate that. And I'm not profiting from this. I'm not driving away in a Mercedes. I'm living in a fucking garbage dump at times. But I'm doing this behind a supermarket. But I'm doing this with a whole bunch of other homies. But I'm doing this to feel what they're feeling and to express that and to make you understand that the sustained action. The thing that you do is important, not the thing that you want to do or you think you're doing. The worst thing about protest rallies is that when at the end they're done. And you go like, yeah, we protested, yes, but then you go back to the same exact thing and do the same exact thing. And the wealth class laughs, yeah, they had their protest today, good. They're going back to work, blah, blah, blah. As they're making fun of you, as you're going like, all right, you think they're going to change? They're not going to change anything. Once in a while, they'll throw you some pennies here and there, but they're not going to change anything. You have to change it. You have to walk away from it, what you think is wrong. And what you know inside your heart is wrong. Paying and receiving is wrong. Waiting for money is, doing all this stuff that you do. I see, being out here, man, everything is about money. These poor people, every day is like they gotta fucking figure out how the fuck I can make enough money to do everything, including being here. Because I guarantee you, being here is not easy. And yeah, and it's just sitting out here, it's not easy. It's not like, what do we do now? We'll go down to Asbury. I haven't seen the beach once. I have a scooter. I haven't even seen the beach. What the fuck? I don't give a shit about the beach right now. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to make enough to be able to stay out here. Because, you know, I like my music. I like my art. I like doing these things right now. That I like, I'm trying to do it 100% of the time. And it's bringing me zero money. You know why? Because it starts bringing me money. Then I have to do it for you instead of for what I'm being asked of our Creator and the spirits around me. Right? So I'm not doing this for money. Anything you end up doing, even if you're somebody that starts something good, eventually when it starts making money, it becomes corrupted, no matter what it is. Any book, any religious book, anything that you've ever read or believe about, anything that's written that you haven't gotten from your own connectivity to your own, from your own DNA to the Akashic records, to where everything is stored, every piece of knowledge. Your past lives, your reincarnated lives, will do experience things that they can give you information to. How do I play all these instruments? How do I do all these things that I never know? Sometimes I never know because I'm able to connect with every one of my past lives I have. And I've been done and everything. And that's how I know that the only thing that's going to bring this human race together as one human body is removing the thing that's the cancer that's killing it. And that would be a monetary system controlled by the wealth class. And right now, I ask for your donations to be able to do this, continue doing this without being, like I said, I'm not crazy. I'm not an addict anymore. I'm trying to do this because there's certain periods in my existence and my wake state that I'm able to connect with the Akashic records without any problem or any hassles. And right now happens to be one of them. It's coming through me, flowing through me without any kind of knowledge of what I'm about to say. But it's coming through me from a source that you have to understand is what you are. It's the same source that created you. Because of that, it's important that I stay out here. You give your money to your churches and your all these other things. Ask for, of all the people that I've helped and people that I understand what I'm doing right now, saying, give me a donation, small donation. Give it to my PayPal account, one of the other stupid fucking cash guys. And I don't have money to say away. But sometimes I wake up in the morning and go like, I just pack a bag and just fucking take what I have and just leave. Just leave for good and fuck all this shit. But then something happens and I don't. And I know that if I do that, then my spirit guides and everything, my DNA, everything part of my body that's telling me that I needed to do this and I have to continue doing this, will be attacking me, saying like, get the fuck back there because you need to. I told you, we're not telling you what to do, but you know what? You need to be with somewhere and feel something and express something that nobody else is doing. You tell me anybody else is doing what I'm doing. You say there's anybody else on this fucking planet that can do what I can do. Maybe I can't fucking write a, fucking whatever. One of the things that you deem so important. I can't do any of those things. But all the things that I am doing are expressing an idea and a concept that you need to listen to very closely to and understand. You must take care of each child born from birth to death. Be taking each care of each other, giving yourself all a free existence. And you gotta take care of this planet, Mother Earth. That's taking care of you before she decides that you've let's see, what do you call those guys? Yeah, people that like, they just feed off you until you're like, I know, but I want more, mommy, I want more. Until that happens, and she goes, we're just coming real close. Not to scare anybody. But that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm doing this so I can keep doing this. You donate to anyone, you don't consider myself, I'm not my profit, and you don't consider myself a non-profit. You get to the point where you actually ignore the things that I say, because they're just so much. I can't listen to it. I can't hear it. Oh no, I just want to. Remember when he used to tell us to look within and be really calm yeah, I remember that. You do anything good for the entire civilization? I'm not just trying to help you now. Right? If you understand me and you knew my healing ability when I healed you, if you understand that about me, understand that now I'm trying to do it for the entire fucking planet, and mostly the poor class that are suffering under a caste system created by a wealth class that then has house slaves called the middle class, and then the poverty class, which are the slaves, to support those slave masters. That's what this civilization is about, and that's what I'm trying to change. That's what I'm trying to change. Everyone out there's view who leads to understand this. And the only people that will not the people that are what? That are making a shitload of money. They don't want you to wake up because they're making it off of you. Or the people that are like, what happens if that really happens? Then we'll have a system. Don't worry. Every tribal culture that I've existed in the past, and I've existed in almost every tribal culture. I've existed in other cultures as well. And like now I am stuck here again. But tribal cultures never had a monetary system to corrupt them. They have other reasons. They have lack of communication, lack of understanding between. But when it got to a point, but never, and especially not what you put in your history books. That's all bullshit. That's conquistadors writing all that shit about them. But what we didn't have was enslaving you, and we were much more advanced. The other cultures that I've been in, like this one. So I'm telling you, this is kind of like, this is why I'm in this one saying this, because I'm telling you, this is your last chance. It was 2012, and then the next 11-year cycle, which then leads up to the end of Kali Yuga, which is the 26,000-year solar cycle. That is going to hit you guys really hard, man. And you better be prepared. You know how you prepared? Take care of each other. Take care of each childborn, birth to death. Show no sense of competition. Sports is fine. No signs of competition in living. Equality for every human being. And free existence. And that's how you survive. So, in the meantime, if you can please, anything you can donate, I appreciate. I'm out here every day. And I'm lucky. Somebody be like, all of a sudden I get surprised by something. Oh, thank you. And then after that dries up, and then I'm back. Until I get my next check, which is at this point 18 days. Every day, myself, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. I should get the fuck out of here and go. Somebody suggested Florida, and somebody else suggested Oregon, somebody else suggested this, Long Island, somebody has a boat there. It's like, yeah, but I was drawn here to this. And you shouldn't complain about it. But I'm not complaining about myself. I'm trying to make you understand what it is to be out here. Right? And I'm trying to express it in the artwork and the things and the music and things that I'm doing right now. As much as I can. In this human body. In this human form. So, if you understand that and appreciate that, then please donate what you can to help. To support me. I'm not asking you to support me, as I'm not your husband or wife. Just support like you would support any organization, because I think that if I can continue this sustained action, eventually enough of this information will be out that may help save your civilization. If not, then it's probably not going to be saved, and that's my purpose. You want to help me? Thanks, I appreciate it. If you don't, and you laugh at me, like my friend Carlos Lundini, and he's behind me budging, and he's going like, you're an idiot, man. You're crazy. Go. Yeah, you need to go. Come over and stay and live with me, and then and I'll truck you. Then we'll go having coffee together, and then that's it. And then I'll put you. So you make sure you have no more of those drugs. It's plant medicine, bro, and it's expanded my mind much more than your stupid little coffee and your stupid little banking job did, right? I remember when you were a musician. Much better. Take it easy, bro.